Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be doing a Boruto manga first chapter release review and reaction. Uzumaki Boruto, a pair of warriors face off on the destroyed face of the Hokage. To think that you'd be this strong, Kawaki, I'll be sending you to meet the seventh Boruto. If you saw my video that says the new villain, this is the new villain. His name is Kawaki. He seems to have some stage power just like Naruto does. However, it's not in exactly a glowing state, but it seems he seems to be holding the same black rod that they would usually hold in that form. So let's flip the page on to page 2, which most likely is a cover. Yeah, it's a cover. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on. Okay, more fan art. Did things really have to turn out like this? Yes. The age of the ninja is over. Even so. So this guy seems to hate ninjas in general. He does not like ninjas. And if you remember Boruto when he was younger, he didn't like his father, which could suggest some sort of flashback. I still am a ninja. He activates probably the Byakugan here, because he has the same tattoos on his arm. Yes, I'm a ninja, but there was a time when I held a deep resentment towards ninjas. So even Boruto at some point when he was younger, he really didn't like ninjas all that much. So you're going to delve into the situation and find out what exactly happened that made him hate ninjas even more. Strong word, right? But that's how he describes it. The greatest ninja of the village, the Hokage. Let me just tell you this. Right off the bat, this isn't the story of a boy aspiring to be Hokage. That was my dad's story. So he makes it clear to the readers that he's not the guy who's going to aspire as Hokage, but rather it's just the opposite. This is my story, but I'm the Hokage's son. And whether I like it or not, my dad is part of my story. Let's continue. The ninja who realized his dream, the Hokage. At the top of page 11, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And my tale begins as I began rebelling against my father for not paying me enough attention. So basically, his dad fails to pay attention to Boruto, which is why he feels the way he does now, currently, in the first chapter that has been released for Boruto, telling his story. And you see him in page 12 passing by his mom, which is Hinata. In case I wasn't clear the first time, this is my story. But in the beginning, for a short while, my father played a central role in my story too. So there you go, he uses the cloning technique against the bear panda. Someone's real messy. So at the top of page 15, I'm here to teach you some manners, you dumbass panda. Don't let your guard down. It might look like a cute panda, but that thing's a biting bear. It's nothing, come on. That's just a weak-ass panda. Pandas fall under the classification of bears, you dimwit. I think we have more passing matters at hand. Our top priority should be subduing this bear panda and returning him to Konohamaru Sensei's place. This is Mitsuki talking to Boruto, that he doesn't know his animal classifications, so he corrects him at the seams as this battle continues. And there's an action sequence here going on from page 16, 17. Page 18, some action sequence at the top, some dialogue at the bottom. Right, told you as a weak-ass one. As expected of the 7th Hokage's son and the 4th Hokage's grandson, it seems Boruto is destined to become the Hokage. And Sarada gets pretty much angry at this rhetoric that Mitsuki lets go of. And she says, no. He's not the one to become Hokage. I am the one who will become Hokage, which is the same punchline her dad delivered after he joined the 4th Great Ninja War. We see Konohamaru here using a shadow technique somehow, binding technique somehow. Let's see how he actually is using that, because he's not a Naru clan member, so he shouldn't be able to use it, technically speaking, but it seems like the little apparatus on his hands has something to do with it. So let's see, it seems like he throws a little scroll up in the air, and that's pretty much what designates or allows him to use it. Okay, so here we go, on the top of page 20. The retrieval team will be arriving shortly. You have my humblest thanks. Konohamaru Sensei, that technique was the Nara clan's secret technique, was it not? So, oh, that. Whoa, so cool. Is it that new ninja's apparatus? Nothing gets by you. What Mitsuki does it? It's only a prototype. Part of the mission was seeing how it tested in the field so the science and weapon division could gather more intel. It's actually really tiny scrolls, so then the technique is inside this thing. Yeah, this tool has ninja technique sealed within it. The one you just saw was Shikamaru-san's shadow bind. So this is Shikamaru's technique, the shadow binding, which he used. And the second one he's showcasing is Naruto's Rasengan. And if you do this, you're able to fire it. Anyone can use that tool. Yeah, it does not even require chakra, which ultimately means you wouldn't even need to be a ninja to use it. Konohamaru Sensei. I don't think whether or not a person can use chakra will matter much. If they are unable to aim properly, they'll cause mass destruction, obviously, as you can see from what Konohamaru just demonstrated at the bottom of page 22. Moving on to page 23, the important thing is to pass down our legacies properly. Indeed, it is as you say, 7th. The many lives lost during long years of conflict because of those selfless sacrifices, we are able to bathe in peace and prosperity now. So this manga makes it a thing, explaining how the past generation made it possible for the new generation to bathe in peace. To ingrain this history within the new generation will be a vital cog in helping to maintain that peace. That too is our duty. We all stand here today because the 5 villages pooled their resources to hold the tuning exams. Would you mind sharing some words of wisdom for all the Genin who will be participating in the exam? So on page 24, you see Naruto helping an elderly lady or woman, and she needs help with her bags. He uses a shadow cloning technique to make it easier for himself, thus doing it even faster so he can get back to what he's actually doing as a Hokage. There are 3 important things: teamwork, guts, and remember to give it your all. That was only 2, but thank you for such an energetic response. Our live interview has come to an end. We better not be talking to one of your clones' dads. This is the Hokage's office. I wouldn't dare. And no, Dad, in here, yes, Hokage or 7th. Yeah, whatever. This mission was a piece of cake. I could have helped handled it on my own. So he's basically bad-mouthing his dad right now, telling him, it's like, yeah, this mission was nothing. I could have just handled this on my own. I don't even know why you even said teamwork if I could have just done it myself. But he explains teamwork is one of the most important things. Something that Kakashi told him. For any ninja, teamwork and guts are vital. Completing missions in teams of 3 is very. I don't need no stinking practices. With my clones becoming 3 was nothing. Funton, right turn. I mean, lately I even can do sweet turn. Konohamaru, yes. What are you teaching this boy? So basically, he can do anything from water style, fire, and wind. Why are you talking to the sensei? For any ninja, it's important to enough about that. So he cuts off Naruto and says, is enough about your little ninja tidbits? I don't need them. For any father, it's important to remember, do I have your attention? If you forget Sis's birthdays today, you'll have to answer to me. Pardon the intrusion, Katsuke. So basically, he seems to be the developer of this apparatus that Konohamaru has on his hands. As head of the Ninja Science and Weapon Division, I have a humble request for our Lord, the 7th Hokage. What is it? In the next tuning exams, would you be so gracious as to allow the usage of our scientific ninja tools? The genies the Genin no longer need to undergo grueling and harsh training to greatly expand repertoire of the ninja techniques. It would also make for a grander spectacle too, since they can do that. So the tuning exam is no show. It's a place of growth for ninjas. Is that so? Understood? I will take my leave. So Naruto basically tells him straightforward, okay, listen, this is not an amateur hour, okay? This is a tuning exam. You will not be using the apparatus in the tuning exams. Is that clear? The guy takes his leave. Boruto smiles back at him, he smiles back at Boruto. Boruto goes and follows the guy to the place in which you could give him an apparatus or teach him how to use the item so he can use it during the tuning exams. The question is, will this get him qualified? There's a possibility. So, Glare, your weak-ass era coming to an end, Dad. Wait, Boruto. Damn, I wanted to get him the tuning exam application forms before he. Thanks always. Here you go. Do the next new game too, okay? It will be a pleasure. By the way, will you be partaking in the upcoming exam too, young master? At the top of page 30, what? No, not a chance. Oh dear, this is quite a shame. Everyone is so eager to see your strength and talents, especially your father. So he mentions his father is eager to see what he has, or what he's got, or what he has learned over the years. But Boruto seems not to comply with that. And so, these are the application papers for the next tuning exams. Here you go. Can we participate? Of course, give it your all. Got it? What a pain. But we are still rookies. I don't know if he's right, Mogi Sensei. We couldn't stand a chance, you know? Hey, fat ass, are you even listening? The tuning exams application, low and clear. Something about chewing, exact communication, right? So she just cuts it like exact communication, blah blah, something about chewing, right? Did you chew off those years of yours too? They have the physical capabilities, but mentally and emotionally, not quite. Time to use these. Here, letters I have received from your parents, Tamari and Ino. No, mother. They told me to hand them over to you if you started getting cold feet about the exam. What's up? We gotta do our best in this exam in Inoji. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, we're supposed to meet up with Boruto today, and damn, almost forgot. Catch you later, Sensei. We'll fill out the application and send them in. So it seems there's something very fearful to be mindful of in this letter because they were like, oh, what in the world? So it seems like they're probably gonna head off to training or something with Boruto or just to meet up with him somewhere. What got into them? What got into them all of a sudden? Those must have been some pretty persuasive letters, and we're ready. Waiting on you, Boruto. Okay, I see. You excel at games too. Here's Mitsuki basically telling him, hey, buddy, you excel at games too? Fill out this application. What do you want, Mitsuki? I told you I ain't participating in Konohamaru Sensei asked us to hand it to you. A three-man team is required to enter the tuning exams. With your assistance, we cannot participate. Grab. My dream is to become Hokage. If you stand in the way of that, so help me God. That was Sarada because she wants to become Hokage, so they need a three-man cell. Point, done and done. The rules state strictly in order for you to join the tuning exams. You do not have a three-man cell, you're disqualified. Plain and simple. To someone who actually cares. So then, do you think that you inherit the position of Hokage because you're the Hokage's son? You can go and become whatever you want. But if you really want to become Hokage, you better be sure you don't have any family or friends because the only thing a person close to the Hokage gets is a handful of nothing. So he's been in that position for a while. He knows what that feels like, and he's just sick and tired of it. I don't mean to interrupt, but we can't play unless a third person joins. So without you, there's no way we clear the next level boss. Hey, they put in cheat codes. Use my game then. They just gave it to me. It'll be a cakewalk with this. You're really gonna give it to me for real? Hey, were you heading off to? You know, it's enjoyable if you grind the levels slowly. It gives me an excuse to hide from mom. Yeah, I should be going to. Later, Boruto. So they all take off each to their own direction to get prepared for the tuning exams and to hand in their applications. We should at the very least get all the papers ready. Yeah, we're supposed to be a team, right? You could at least listen. Hey, Boruto, it would be the perfect stage to show the seventh just how strong we've all become. In the exam, I mean. Everyone is so eager to see your strength and talents, especially your father. So he's seen a guy who built the apparatus, repeating this in his head. That's how he wants to see what he's made of. I heard you the first time. There, I'll join to satisfy. Yes, he's such a pushover. Well, I'm sure you have your reasons, but from where I stand, your father's awesome. Can't you cut him some slack? What about you then? My dad once told me that Sasuke is the other Hokage, He's just being polite, I bet. It's actually popular option that Sasuke is the only ninja to even hold their own against the seventh Hokage. My parents said this as well. What? So Mitsuki goes, what? It seems like that's my question about his parents. Since you brought it up, your parents, who are they? I don't know either. Oh, that's big bro. Guess whose birthday is it today? Let's go home and party. Yeah, sorry, I gotta go. Party. See ya. It's not often Boruto makes expressions like this. So he's excited for his sister that is her birthday, but it's not often that you get to see him as happy as it is right now. Hey, so after this, page 41, I will take a short break after this and I'll be right back for you guys. Hey, welcome back. Hey, see, that wasn't so hard, was it? So there you go, that's page 41. There's more goes to page 60. I'm going on a break right now because I'm pretty thirsty, and after that break, I'll be right back and upload the other secondary part to this Boruto Chapter 1 Uzumaki Boruto Chapter Reaction Review. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and stick around. The next part should be up shortly.